that team up north, that team down south, a couple trap games. It's time to review the champs, Michigan Wolverines. Well, here we are doing the Michigan Wolverines, and this is a big one because you've got, they're champs. Uh, I, I just think that this year is going to be a little bit different for Michigan. Unfortunately, I realized last year was their big year, and to do it twice in a row is really tough. I'm gonna turn my video off here for a second. I gotta show you something. So I made this. Jim Harbaugh. Well, he's gone for several reasons. Did they cheat? I think they cheated. He's out, and then look, you got you know pretty boy JJ McCarthy. Uh, he's out. So there's two reasons that you're not going to have a good year, and you got you know the new coach. I just don't know Michigan. I'm not sure exactly where you're going to be, but um, I've got an idea of where I think you might be. So game number one, there's obviously no competition here. You're playing Fresno State. It would be funny if you lost, but you're going to win this game. So you'll be 1-0 to start. And then you're going to have to play, wait for it, Texas. Oh my. And listen, Texas really is back. Texas is in the mix of powerhouse teams again. So this is going to be your first L of the season. It is a non conference loss. So it doesn't mean a whole lot as far as conference implications, but it means everything in the big picture of being ranked number one in the top 10. So this loss, it may not even set you back, honestly. If you win your first game, let's say preseason polls come out and you're ranked, number five or number nine, whatever. I think Michigan ought to be in the top 10 preseason. I don't know if it's number one or number 10, but I think that you're going to be in there somewhere. And so Texas will be as well. So this game, it means something, but I think Texas is back. Um, Arkansas State, the Red Wolves. So obviously you have to win this game. You'll be 2-1 overall. You're not going to go up or down in the standings. Don't worry about it. Game number 4 comes along, and you're going to play USC. Now USC, they're trying to be relevant again, but I think Michigan's just going to be too much. Again, these are all home games. Michigan has five home games in a row. So 3-1, good job. I don't know, 5 home games in a row. It seems like it shouldn't be possible. You only play 12. Anyway, Michigan plays Minnesota. Minnesota is not good. Um, they're going to be bottom of the. I'm putting Minnesota bottom of the barrel this year, kind of. So that's a win. Then you play Washington. Should be a great game, but Washington, with the loss of Penix, is going to struggle a little bit because of the national scene and being a new team in the Big Ten. They're gonna have to, make a lot of different changes athletically as far as training, new players, so on and so forth. So I think Michigan's going to win this one. Game number 7, Illinois. Illinois is horrible. The Illini just can't ever get it together. They've for the last 15 years they've just sucked. So this should be an automatic one for you, putting you at 6-1. And I still think that at this point you'll still be top 10. Nothing to worry about. Michigan State, most likely the worst team in the Big Ten this year, if not maybe second to last. Rivalry game though, and but you're gonna come on top. So 7-1. Heck of a year so far. Michigan fans are still going to be happy. And again, if you beat Texas, no reason to be crying. Oregon. This one was a tough one because I think Oregon is a trap game. You have 2 trap games this year, Michigan. Well, 3 really if you count Texas. But as long as you don't lose to Texas by 30 or even 20, if it's a close game, you should be fine. But I think you're going to beat Oregon. I think Michigan, it's a senior laden team. There's a bunch of seniors on the team, so Be good leadership. Indiana, again, kind of like Illinois and Michigan State, just horrible. Really, 33% of your schedule is cake. Now, the last two games, here's the biggest trap game of them all. Northwestern has played Michigan very tough in the last 10 years, several times. Northwestern's new coach, David Braun, has taken over for Fitzgerald last year, did a hell of a job, got Coach of the Year in the Big Ten, and then got the SP finalist for Coach of the Year in all of football. Didn't make it, but Northwestern got a great team. They got a great transfer portal quarterback coming in. Their defense is always good. So this one, I think the real NU Northwestern is going to come to the big house and beat Michigan, and it's going to put you way back. Northwestern's going to have a heck of a year, most likely, because they've got a schedule where if they win their tough games, they're going to be top 25 for sure. Go to a great bowl game. Michigan, you're going to go to a bowl game. But for the first time in Ryan Day's career, I have that team down south beating that team up north. And it's going to put Michigan at a 9-3. And what's going to happen is, and here's part of the reason I predicted this. The new coach, is very well. He's not new, because he's been there for a while. But the new head coach of Michigan has some issues, and his issues are he was riding the coattails of Jim Harbaugh. Now, as bad of a person as I think Jim Harbaugh has been in his career, as far as like his accusations, him getting banned. I mean, if you're a head coach and you get banned for 6 weeks of football, that's saying a lot. And honestly, yeah, he appealed it and he tried to protest it, but the truth of the matter is he still accepted it and he still got banned. And just like Pete Carroll goes to the NFL, he'll probably go back to the NFL because Harbaugh's already been there. The truth is Harbaugh should have stayed at Stanford, but this isn't about Harbaugh. This is about Michigan. But I'm saying that the new coaching staff is riding the coattails of Jim Harbaugh's success as far as recruiting and all that. You don't have J.J. McCarthy. I think 9-3. Mark my word right here. I think 9-3 is going to be a forgiving, merciful number because you could easily be 7-5. Now, I don't know if you're going to lose Texas, you're going to lose Northwestern, you're going to lose to Ohio State. Yeah, I think so. But if you don't, the losses have to come from somewhere. You're not going to be undefeated again, and you're not going to the national championship. And hopefully, you don't do it when you're cheating.